Well, back to Fog Football, Europa League action. Can this team in green win for Scotland?
Well, the team in blue for the same city, couldn't they? So hopefully Celtic can get the win here tonight. But I think things are looking pretty good for them. They've turned it around just over a week ago. I mean, it was a disaster, really. They'd lost their Hearts. They had a horrible pre-season. Hadn't really signed anybody. They'd been knocked out the Champions League qualifiers by Michelin. Since then, they've actually done something that they very rarely do, and that is win away in Europe. Even if JABLONEC are pretty shit, Celtic still won away, and that's something they haven't done in a long, long time, and it's something that they very rarely do. So they've got to take confidence for that. And then obviously on the weekend there, they went and smashed Dundee. It might be newly promoted Dundee, but I mean, a lot of people are actually predicting Dundee will have enough to stay up this season. So for Celtic to go and beat them 6-0 after, you know, losing a load of games in a row was pretty impressive in my opinion. New man Furuhashi there with the hat-trick. So Furuhashi with the hat-trick, and French Eddie got a goal even though he didn't deserve it. And if I was Abada, I'd have smashed him and took the penalty myself, but he was a shite bag and didn't do that.
Oh, so he hoovered the penalty off the guy?
Yeah, Abada won the penalty. You didn't see it? Abada wins the penalty, gets fouled.
I'm not obsessed.
Picks up the ball to take the penalty, and Edouard just comes over and takes the ball off him. I'd have been like, look, you lazy French bastard. You haven't been trying in about 2 months. You think you're just going to take this off? But don't get me wrong. Don't see the penalty Edouard took. It was fucking quality. Like, I mean, it was calm. I mean, it was as if it was playing on PES or something. He was 4-0 up. He didn't even need to score it.
Not like 4-0 up.
I know, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I mean, you can't really complain because Edouard normally finishes from the spot, but still, I mean, that was a good result. And Celtic going into this game, let's be real, guys. Celtic aren't going to lose this tie. They've got a 2-goal advantage. I mean, if they were away from home here, perhaps you could make a case where if JABLONEC get the first goal, then maybe the tie could swing. But even if JABLONEC get the first goal at Celtic Park, I would be fucking... And it's going to be a Celtic Park, I believe, or at least close to maximum capacity.
Well, Rangers was, so Celtic will be.
I would be absolutely fucking shocked here. I would. I would borderline bet my life. I would bet my bank balance, but my life is actually worth more than what's in my bank at the moment. So, yeah, I would actually borderline bet my life here that Celtic do enough to get the win. Yes, they're dodgy at the back. Who will they go with? I mean, well, Ralston's actually, last couple of games, he's actually scored 2 pretty good goals. So, I mean, things are looking good for him. I'm not too sure on the new signing, Starfelt. And obviously Greg Taylor is... Speaking of Greg Taylor, if Steve Clarke picks him for the Scotland squad because Andy Robertson's out and doesn't play Tierney at left back, I'll be fuming. I mean, we've got enough competent centre backs that he can put Tierney out in the left. Like, what about Jason Kerr for St Johnstone? Give him a fucking chance. Give anybody a chance.
I just don't want
John Suter. Give Suter a chance. Give Suter a call.
I don't want fucking Greg Taylor anywhere near that team.
Like, maybe he's going to try something different and give George Doidge or Aaron Hickey a shot.
I can accept that.
But not see if he plays Tierney at left centre back to play Greg Taylor at left back. Then I'll be right. We're talking about Greg Taylor in Scotland here and Steve Clarke, right? When this is a Celtic preview. Although, funnily enough, I think if Agne does shite, then Steve Clarke could be the Celtic manager. So, but anyway, as for the preview, like I say, Celtic defensively aren't at their best, but are JABLONEC good enough to punish Celtic without conceding goals themselves? No. I don't see it.
I mean, I think this could be about 5-3 Celtic. I think they just concede goals.
Yeah, they could concede, but I think they'll outscore JABLONEC. You know, I think it'll just be similar to the first tie, really. I mean, like I say, the defence would worry me, but not with a 2-goal advantage and at home. I don't think their defence is that bad. As for the centre-back partnership, who do they go with? I mean, Near Beaton looks like a liability every time he plays at centre-back. Starfelt, in my opinion, hasn't looked good, but you've spent money on him, so it's hard. It might 4 million might be nothing to, you know, like Premiership teams, but when you're Celtic, if you kind of sign 4 million, you're almost like kind of forced into playing the player, you know. Then they've got very inexperienced centre backs like Welsh and Montgomery and
a bunch of other fucking jobbers. Bitton, who's just awful.
We've already spoke about Bitton.
Well, I'm just saying about. Well, I think Bitton's garbage.
Right. Anyway,
I don't think they should have got rid of Hendry, to be honest, but they did.
Yeah, no, I don't think Hendry was that bad either. Right, let's go with the lineup here for the game against JABLONEC.
Well, I think Joe Hart has to start. He's only keeper with a pair of hands, so.
Well, yeah. So, but you're going with Joe Hart over.
The Chuckle Brothers, aye, yes I am.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, so you're going different?
I thought maybe he'd rest Hart and maybe play Barkas, but we'll go with Hart. Right back, I think Ralston.
Rest him? What the fuck does he need rested for?
He's an old man, he's fragile. Right back, I'm going to go Ralston.
I'm going Ralston.
Centre back, I think it'll be Welsh and Starfelt.
Yep.
I'll be surprised if Benton gets in the team.
Left back.
Greg Taylor, because they've no one else.
That's pretty much it. Midfield, Turnbull, Sorrow.
McGregor.
That's pretty much it. Up front, it's going to be...
It'll be Furuhashi. Wait, I'm going to assume Abada, and I think Christie done enough in that Dundee game. I don't think there'll be much changes for the Dundee game. To be, they played really well, and they'll win this tie, guys. Right? There's no point talking about it anymore. Celtic will win the tie. As for prediction, I'm going to go 3-1. Maybe 4-1.
I'm going to go 5-2.
5-2. Fuck. Right, anyway, guys, that's it. He's going 5-2. I'll go 4-1. 4-1. Let us know your predictions down below.
5-2 who though? Aye, Celtic. Brother, testify.
Coefficients coming home, guys. The Euros didn't, but the coefficients will. Until next time.
Peace.